Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Got 10 people in here already. Nice. What's up? Hopefully, everybody had a good day. What's up, Rob? What's up, Fiendish? What's up, King? V-Dog, Cloud Envy, All Day Vape, Paul, what's up? Zach, two Zachs, what's up? What's up, everybody? Who else? Black Cat, White Face, Brian, what's up? Todd, Dwayne, Saturation, Thomas, Casey, Charles, Bones, what's up? So, we're going to do a naked staple. Dr. Vape, what's up? Colin, what's up? So, excuse me if I'm a little nasally. I guess my allergies are, I don't know. I was sick the last week. I was feeling fine. Now my sinuses are fucked up. So, I'm going to try to talk as least as possible, I guess, until this breaks up. It should break up. I took some medicine for it, so. So a naked frame staple is basically a frame staple without a Clapton over it. I put a picture of one in the thumbnail. This is an original concept by ominne and EKG, and they have a video of how they strip their staples over on local vapes page with Homeboy OC. And they just do it a little differently than I do. They came up with the concept, and before they put out that video, there was no videos on how to strip a staple or on how to get the staples to stand up after you wrap them without having a Clapton. So, I tried a couple different things, and it turned out that the way that I was doing it was different from the way that they were doing it, and I still like my way better. Um, with their way, you definitely need an ultrasonic cleaner, and you pretty much have to heat it before you strip the wire. So with my way, you don't have to heat it. You can, you don't have to, and you don't necessarily need an ultrasonic cleaner. You could just make sure you get all the pieces out and clean it good. So I'm going to show you how I do it. It's much different from how they did it on their video. I think I did it live once at the end of one of my videos, but I'm going to go a little more in detail. I'm going to do a single coil and put it in the Elfie. So we're just going to do a single coil frame staple naked. Tyler, what's up? Chris, what's up? So you could use whatever ribbon you want for this build. Um, some people even do a corrugated build and make it naked. You can do whatever. I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use point. I'll use point four. I'll use point four for it. So I'm gonna use some point four ribbon. This sweatshirt, have I ever washed this? I really try not to wear this one. I've washed it once. Uh, I don't think I ever dried it. I think I air dry it. But my buddy bought this. It's got my name on it too. Yeah, buddy of mine sent away for this. Not sent away. He ordered this for me. VBC was a team that I was on. It's a Vape Buzz crew. They're a UK team. What's up? What's up, Sherlock Holmes? How you doing? So I'm gonna flip the camera around, start to prep this build. Um, the Mind's Eye, what's up? I'm also going to be using 26 gauge, and something that is important with this build is I would suggest using 40 gauge. So 40 gauge for the outside wrap. You could also use 38. You want to use the smallest gauge. You don't want to use 42 though, but you want to use 40 because it's a small gauge and it's going to keep your staples real close together. Tonight I am vaping Goon 1.5 broadside. I got them pitchforks in here. They're like a .06. Very low. Can't chain vape this. Peach Delight by the American Liquid Co. VTC 5s. Keep them charged. I don't vape them below like a 3.8, 3.9. What's up, Alex? Charge them in the microwave, yeah. All right. All right, let me put the old camera around. So I'm gonna do. I want to go in the Elfie. I'm gonna do like, I don't know, like 4 wraps in the Elfie. The Elfie's a single coil. I guess I'm gonna do like an 8-ply. Yeah, I'll do like an 8-ply. Yeah, the Elfie's awesome. I really like the Elfie. I guess I'm going to. I'm only going to prep for one coil too. So there's about 11 inches. Yeah, so if it doesn't line up with this hole, I use these guys. It just ends up saving me ribbon. So I'm doing 2 pieces of nichrome also. And actually, instead of doing 26, you could do whatever frames you want to do. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do 27 gauge frames, but let me bend my ribbon first. Actually, no, I'll cut my frame. So I'm going to get out a piece of 27 gauge, stretch it, and cut it. Naked frame staple, just like it says in the title, thumbnail. Naked frame staple right now, guys, girls. It's all good, Frank. So I'm just going to prep this just like a frame staple. Just getting my loop nice and bent. It's 4 pieces of wire bent over. I'm going to grab my 40 gauge. So, there's a couple different ways you could wrap this the way I do it. You guys are going to see me space Clapton this basically. I actually like to do a spaced alien on these because I feel as though it makes it easier to strip the wire when it's a spaced alien rather than a regular Clapton. I feel like the spaced alien kind of sits off of the frames in a different way than just a straight up Clapton that wraps real tight. Damn, Master of Cloud's better than KB. That's a I know Master of Clouds is trash. I don't know about KB, but if Master of Clouds is better than something, that's not good for that other wire. I've used Master of Clouds. Yeah, I never used KB. You may be right. Yeah, I've heard lots of people did like KB, but there's also stuff that happens where sometimes people get bad spools from a company, you know? Like, if you just order one spool of ribbon and that's a bad ribbon spool, you're probably going to think that all the ribbon's bad. Yeah. What's up, Drew? Just going to get out another piece of 40 gauge. All right. Now I can bend my 27. What's up, Freddie? So just prepping a frame staple here. It doesn't matter what kind of frame staple you make, really. It doesn't matter at all. You could use any ribbon, any frames, whatever. It doesn't even really have to be a frame staple. You could do a corrugated build, you could do whatever. The important part is the next couple steps of how I get it wrapped and make it and keep it looking clean at the same time. Okay. So I got my stack here. 2 pieces of 27, 8 pieces of 0.4. And I have a piece of 26 gauge right here. This is a piece of 26 gauge. All right. Now I'm going to take my 40 gauge. And I am going to Clapton up this 26 and decore it. So I'm basically going to prep an alien with the 40 gauge. This part is, like I said, you don't have to do it like an alien. You'll see the next step. You could do it like a basic Clapton. I just like doing it like an alien. I feel like it's a lot easier to strip if I use a spaced alien. Now, I would suggest just doing the spaced alien. It doesn't even have to be nice. It doesn't even have to be a pretty alien. It don't matter. It just sits up off the coil a little bit better, and it's easy for me to grab and cut off when I go to make this coil naked. Let me get my drill. So I am now I got my swivels came in today too. Gotta get my 26 into my drill, onto my swivel. But yeah, I got some swivels in today, the 330-pound test Crocs. I thought they were going to come with hooks, but they didn't. I'm a little bummed out about that, but we'll put them on later. Try some macro Claptons at some point. They have a 310 hook version. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to put the 40 gauge into my drill. Put the drill clockwise. That should be plenty enough. I'm doing a spaced alien. She robbed a gas station. Good picture of her, though. What's up, Brad? Jesus. Reverse. Move it up and down. Clip the 26. Pull the D-core off. I get the... Yeah, I had this drill is going on like a year now. Yeah, I got this drill I think last time this year. Last year at this time. Alright, now I'm going to get the frame staple prep onto my swivel. I'm going to get it into my drill. But before I take that alien, what I like to do with these naked staples is the part that I'm going to be stripping, right? The part I'm going to be stripping is going to be spaced alien. But I like to make my leads that are going into the post holes. I like to make them like a tight alien or a tight Clapton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 40 gauge and I'm just going to do a tight Clapton just for like an inch. And then I'm going to do the spaced alien the rest of the way until I think that the lead comes in on the other side. And then I'm going to do like a tight alien or a tight Clapton. If I can get the tight alien, I'm going to do that. But I at least like having one lead to be a nice tight Clapton. So I'm taking this 40 gauge straight wire and I'm going to Clapton this real nice to start. I'm going to do that for about an inch. And this is going to be one of the leads that's going into the post holes. All right. So that's a good amount clapped, and it's probably even a little more than I wanted to do. But that's okay. I'm only going for a 4 wrap around a 3.5 millimeter. So this is fine. Cut the 40 clean. I probably should have made a slider for this also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a piece of ribbon that's on my table. There's got to be something around here. Okay. I got a piece of 0.5 ribbon here. I'm wrapping it around my frame staple. I probably should have did this before everything else. But whatever, this is good. You want this to be nice and tight. Alright, now I'm going to take that alien, that decor, and I'm going to stretch it out. Yeah, I love these ones. The beetle-on ones are great. So now I'm going to stretch my decor. And once I got it stretched, I'm going to take it on my drill and back wrap it. Put my drill in reverse. All right, after about 2 inches, I'm going to want to close this alien in because I'm going to be doing a 4 wrap around a 3.5 millimeter bit. So a little more than 2 inches it's going to be. So I think that's like 2 inches there. Now I got to go a little more. A little more. Now I'm going to close my alien in. And try to wrap a tight alien the rest of the way. So I'll show you the wire when I'm done doing this. Well, I was sick last week. I think it's just allergies now. Because I don't feel sick. It's just my sinuses are fucked up. Alright. So I'm done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of my drill and just show you what I have from here. Okay, so there's the entire wire. Alright, this is what was in my drill. There's the tight 40 gauge Clapton over the frame staple. I did that for about 2 inches. And then I did the alien spaced. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I tightened it up where I know is going to be the end. I probably could have even spaced my alien more on this. But this is good. All 40 gauge. All right. And I could have once again, I could have just did a space Clapton. I like doing an alien. I think it's just easier to strip in the long run when it's an alien. So I'm going to cut this crap off here. And then I'm going to take that alien that's over the Clapton in the beginning there. And I'm going to unwrap it until it's off of that Clapton. And then I'm going to cut that clean. Okay. And then I could cut this loop off too. So that's going to come off. You know what? There's no sense. I could leave it in. No big deal. I could leave that in. So I'm going to show you one more time what this wire looks like, because it is kind of important to know. So there's the clean Clapton. That's going to be in the post. This clean Clapton isn't going to be in the build. It's going to be in the post. And then there's the spaced alien. That spaced alien is going to be off of this build by the end of the video. And then it goes up to a tight alien after 2 inches, because this is going to be a lead also. Eight pieces of ribbon, 2 pieces of 27. I used 26 for the decor for this alien. 40 gauge. 40 gauge is the best to use because it's not too hard to cut off, and it is small enough to where you wrap it that these frames are going to stick together next to each other each wrap. All right, so here's my stick. So now, I think I'm just gonna don't make me disqualify Crazy Face as a judge. That's the one thing I know Drew will be honest. All right, so I guess I'm gonna get my vice to wrap this. Why not, right? It's very important to wrap these really nice. All right. So now I put the tight Clapton into the vise. I should actually probably have it sticking up a little bit. I'm going to get my 3.5 millimeter. It's 3.5, believe me. Because I'm doing a 4 wrap in the Elfie. It doesn't have to be a 3.5. You could do it whatever you want. I'm doing it a 3.5 because I like 3.5 in the Elfie. I'm only going to be able to fit 4 wraps in here, so I want the ohms to be a little up. You don't have to do a 3.5. You can do whatever you want. All right. All right. Looks like I could bring my wire up a little bit. Didn't Brad say he was just going to listen to chat? Yeah, I like this vise a lot. It actually used to have a suction cup on it, but it didn't work. All right, so now to wrap this staple. Oh, I never finished it. I still got it sitting here. I never put the other coil in yet. All right. I'm gonna put my thumb on this. You definitely want to wrap these very nicely because you're going to be seeing the staples at the end of the day. So nice and tight. Make sure them staples are standing up. Pull it tight. That should be perfect. What's up, everybody that's new in the chat that I haven't said what's up to? So it's a little spaced, but whatever. Should be fine. It looks like the two ribbons are bigger than the other two. It looks like I stretched two of them and didn't stretch the other two. That's weird. Yeah, it looks cool just like this. That's very true. Just gonna pull it tight. All right. Yeah, now you just, yeah, exactly, Drew. That's exactly what you do. You just beat the shit out of it, too. Just hope it all falls out. I definitely have an RDA for every day of the month. That's an absolute positive. I definitely have more than 31 RDAs. Absolutely. I may even have a 24 millimeter for every day of the month and a 22 millimeter for every day of the month. I may have 2 RDAs for every day of the month. Uh, Video gets reported every time I try to upload my tutorial. Alright, so there's 2 ways you could go about this. Sometimes I'll strip it before it's mounted, or I'll mount it and then strip it. Sometimes I'll just strip the middle ones while it's off, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to strip the two middle wraps and then mount it and strip the rest. So I just cut it down a little bit there. You prefer to strip before you mount anything, huh? You got 74? Yeah, yeah. I'm probably around that. Okay, so tools that are good for this. I like having these, a sharp pair of close cutters, and the 3.5 millimeter bit's good, but I also like having a Phillips head that's around the same size as this. So usually I do it around a 3 millimeter, and I get a screwdriver that's 3 millimeter wide. Oh, I think I got a 3.5 here. Sweet. Yeah, this is like a 3.5 here. It's actually maybe a little bigger. And I like to have a Phillips head that's the same size as the diameter of the coil. So most likely you'll be doing this around a 3 millimeter. So get a screwdriver that's around 3 millimeter. If it's a little smaller, that's fine too. If you do a 3 millimeter and you have this, that's good. Or you could get an 1/8 inch drill bit. You could get something like this. That's the same size as the inside of it. All right. Yeah, this is like the same size. All right. So, I like to try to keep it on the bit at all times. If it's not on the bit, then that means I'm putting something in there. So how I start this. This is pretty much the important part, because once you break this Clapton, it gets a lot easier. And you just got to be careful you don't nick your staples or your frames. So I take my coil and I take something sharp like this. I've even used a safety pin before. So if you don't have a pair of these pliers, get a safety pin. And I get one of them 40 gauge alien reps and I just break it. I think I already broke it. I'm just breaking as many fuses as I can with this. I'm kind of pulling away from the coil. And then once I get a couple of them, I could go in with this and pull. You could grab them. You see that? Just be careful. You don't want to mess up the coil, so don't pull too hard. You could even just snip it. And at a certain point, they'll start pulling out from the inside. You want to get this whole outside good first. And we will be cleaning up the inside too. This whole coil will be stripped before I do any kind of vaping. There will be no metal parts on there. So what EKG and Omi do on the video is they fully Clapton it and they put a drill bit on their drill and they actually drill it out. But that makes all these little particles, okay, because you're actually drilling your coil. So oh, sorry guys. Jesus. Yeah, sure, you could use an X-Acto blade to get in there. Why not? You just really got to remember that whatever you're doing to these wires, you can damage them inside staples. Like sometimes, like when I was starting to do this, when I would go in on it, I would scar up the staples inside. So kind of when I'm pulling it, I'm pulling away. Yeah, they also mounted the RDA first. The more you get snipped, the easier they start coming out. So I just like to work the outside for a couple minutes. And then once I work the outside for a bit, I take this screwdriver, I go in there and twist it. And these parts of the screwdriver are messing with the inside wraps, all right? So it's kind of like taking a drill bit in there, only it's not so sharp that it's cutting little shards. And look at the outside. You see the wires on the outside starting to move a little bit more now? See that? I could take them all the way around now. Oh yeah, would you look at it? Just look at it. Look at that. All right, so now it's like, I'll show you what it looks like right now. It's like just very messy right now, which is good because it gives me something to pull on, and I love pulling on it. Oops. Yeah. Now, when you pull these out, sometimes you get like really long ones. It'll like unwrap from the coil as well. And you'll get like 2 or 3 wraps out at a time. Okay, so I'm going to ream the middle a little bit again. And then I'm going to mount it and do the rest while it's mounted. All right. It's time to mount it. What's up, James? Yeah, a naked elf. You cut your pitchfork? Okay, one thing I'm going to do before I finish stripping this is I want to get a piece of tape. And because this is bottom airflow, I do not want to get little shards in there. Plus, it might help you guys see it better. Yeah, so I leave the tape on there. Because I want to restrict it vape. You can't do that for a staggered staple, Alex. But I use the bag method, Alex. So you don't have to hold the two spools. Or you could use a loop method. It's not scary. It's easy. If you could Clapton one wire with your fingers, you could Clapton two. Scary schmary. You think that's scary, but you don't think that build you were explaining to me the other day is scary, huh? Yeah. I switched to the left leg. So you can heat this up before you strip it to get the staples to stay, but it might color it before you want to color it. Some people like to harden the wire up. Show you what I look like so far. It's 0.4 Canthal and Nicro mixed. You could use whatever ribbon though for this. Damn it. I keep going out of frame, guys. Sorry. Almost done. Let's see what it looks like. I know I'm getting there. I know it's almost done. Yeah, a fuse raises the resistance because you added a long wire, a long thin wire. Cool. Yeah, let me know, Brad. Whoa. I think I got a couple little strays here. Make sure you look in the middle. There's nothing in the middle. Sometimes you got some hiding down on the legs. Just got a couple more near the lead that are just hanging out. There you go. I think I got them. All right. Still like two more. So I got all these little pieces. You see them all? What's up, Victor? All right. So now I'm going to make sure that my screws are tight, because now I need to just like pull it tight and pinch it and make sure that everything looks a little better. Where are my ceramic tweezers? Well, there it is. All right. So now what I want to do is we'll get the ohms for this guy. We'll take a picture of it while it's still silver. And then I want to put a little bit of heat in it to get it tighter together. Twenty core actually isn't that hard to wrap, but 0.4. Actually, the more staples you have, the easier. He didn't wrap it yet. He said he's afraid. He said he's just scared. You gotta color it, Alex, and then pulse it at low wattages. I'm gonna make a video soon for it, but you gotta use nichrome or stainless steel. You gotta clean it with like dish detergent and a toothbrush, and then pulse it at like 15 watts and then 30 watts. Yeah, that's what I use. What's the question? Best RDA? I like the Goon. Goon's my favorite. I like the Goon version 1 for vaping and the Goon version 1.5 for building. But the 1.5 isn't much different for vaping. 1.5 single coil, 4 wrap, 3.5, 8 ply 0.4, 4 of them are nichrome, 4 of them are canthal, 27 gauge nichrome frames. Druga or Goon? Definitely Goon. I'll pick the Goon over anything, really. All right. Just a couple differences. The air is like that instead of the 3 holes. And then the clamps open up a little wider and have better screws. And the inside just looks better on the 1.5. It's got engravings. I like the 1 for vaping and the 1.5 for building, but it's very close. It's like so close. It's ridiculous. Like I would buy the 1.5. If you don't have one, buy the 1.5. Like I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna buy a 1.5. All right. I just want to get a couple quick pictures of this. Yeah, the 1.5 is a good choice. Droog is a good choice too, but I like the Goon the best. What's up, Darth Vapor? I haven't got my drop yet. They sent it out, but I heard it. I heard some people say it was leaky, but I'm waiting for mine. It looks like a cool deck to build on. I love dot mods. They're expensive though. I got 3 dot mods. That's my daughter. All right. Definitely see which one's the Canthal and which one's the Nichrome in this picture. on the inside. All right, let me see if I could get. Let's put some heat in it. Get it tightened up. This light's so quick because of all the thin wires. They vape great. I love how these vape. I really like how they vape. Especially dual on a mech mod. They light up really quick. You and your tacos. Alright. That's enough of this. All right, Drew. You too, Josh. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's looking a little weird because the one ribbons are sticking up more than the others, but all in all, pretty good, pretty good. Start of some colors. All right. All right, so I think I'm going to get out of here soon. My sinuses are just too fucked up to be staying on late tonight anyway. But we still got 2 hours in, so it's still pretty long. Um, so I guess the next video is going to be Sunday, but I'm sure I'll be live somewhere before then. Sunday's a long time away. Yeah, everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe on Black Friday. I might run a little Black Friday sale for the coils. Somebody was asking me that. I definitely got to take pictures of coils and get them up on Instagram, that's for sure. Subbone. Yeah, later, everybody. Yeah, like I said, Sunday, maybe with, I don't know if I'm going to go on with Sherlock this Saturday. I'm not sure. Noisy Cricket 2 is a good mechanical. It's alright. I like it better in series with the potentiometer. Oh, what's up, Kenny B? Kenny B's in here. You too, Michael. Still pitchfork. I got a pitchfork to finish too. I don't think I'm up for it tonight. I actually have 2 pitchforks in the making. I got the first part done of the one. Yeah, the nylon pliers are beetle on. Oh yeah, you use square for your first section. Cool. Cool. And I did this the other day. I finished this up from another live feed. Yeah, I want to try a reverse pitchfork too. And then I did these this weekend. And then these hybrids were from this weekend. That one's turned over. You could check out a reverse pitchfork probably on, there's a couple. You could go to Mindforge, you could go to First Kyle Jones, you could go to, there's a whole bunch of them. You could go to, who just did one? Ramo probably definitely has one, probably. Yeah, Ramo's got one. You just flip the frames over before you do that. Here's one with a corrugated Mindforge. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good holiday. A good Turkey Day. Be safe on Black Friday. I'll see you Saturday, if not sooner. Thanks for hanging out. Spread the word. Check out the Resistance crew. Get your builds in by Thursday night. Um, yeah, just have them in so I can get them to the judges on Friday. So, peace.